Hi everyone, it's Nicole Spohr here today for Spellbinders with some Kaleidoscope Snowflakes die-cut cards to share with you. These beautiful die-cut snowflakes come from the November 2019 Small Die of the Month Club Kit. You can use the 3 full snowflake shapes, layered or by themselves, to create gorgeous designs, or use the 4 snowflake builders to build your own large snowflake. There's lots of ways to use that as well. We're going to start by taking some Fun Stampers Journey Cranberry Bliss cardstock, and I'm going to use the Fun Stampers Journey Flannel Life background stamp to create buffalo check backgrounds. We're going to be stamping this with some black ink on that Cranberry Bliss cardstock for one of my very favorite holiday looks, which is buffalo check. A great flannel or plaid type of background stamp, and hey, it kind of matches my shirt. Got a little tartan going on there with our buffalo check, but I think this is just such a fantastic staple. You can create all kinds of plaids with a background stamp like this, and this is a great one. It definitely fits the front of your card front. My card fronts are a little bit smaller than A2 sized. They measure 4 inches by 5 1/4, but it would fit an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I want a nice white border all the way around my background when I mat this panel on a white top fold card base. That white border will kind of tie into the white distressing we're going to do, and then the whites we'll use for some of the snowflakes. While I have my background stamp in my MISTI and it's all inked up, I'm going to create multiple backgrounds. So I did 2 here today, but maybe you have a lot more cards to make. Go ahead and do this assembly line style. Next, I have some white paint here that I'm going to just put a little dab of water in to thin it a tiny, tiny bit. I'm using actually a Spellbinders box here to protect my work surface, and we are going to splatter this PICKET Fence white distress paint all over our backgrounds. It will dry a little bit lighter than this, which is actually okay because we want the focal point to be our beautiful snowflakes and sentiments. But I wanted less perfect backgrounds, kind of that snowy, wintry kind of feel and look. So I'm going to splatter my paint, set this aside to completely air dry, and we will come back to these in a little bit. Off camera, I have die cut my snowflakes from cardstock, glitter cardstock, all kinds of things. And we're just going to kind of push those aside. We're going to take some Fun Stampers Journey black licorice cardstock now, and we're going to take 2 of the sentiments from the November Glimmer of the Month Club Kit. So again, love mixing and matching the different club kits. If you get multiple club kits every month, this is a fantastic way to mix and match these. You're going to see that with my other projects using the club kits that I have mixed and matched all of them this month. But we're going to take 2 of the sentiments, and there's a bunch, and we're going to glimmer them with the silver foil included in the Glimmer kit. So I've laid down my die, I've put the foil in and the cardstock, and I've taped it all in place, and then I've put it on my platform with the dies. First, Glimmer, our foil, pardon me, and then our cardstock, we've glimmered them, and I'm going to remove that, and with a sand eraser, remove any overfoiling. So there was a tiny bit of overfoiling, probably because I have a cardstock shim in between the shim and the clear top plate for my hot foil machine, and that's because with some other designs that I previously did, I was having a little trouble getting a good foiled impression, and so I like that extra shim. However, I think it did cause a little overfoiling, but it was easy to fix, and you can see how great the sentiments foiled with that extra layer. Then, included in the Glimmer of the Month for November, there's a couple of different banner options. And each one only has the decorative edge along one side. That makes it easy to shorten the strip. So I am not putting any of my adhesive over the foiled image because that can remove some of the foiling, but instead kind of just next to it on the cardstock on the die. And we're just going to run it through once and die cut that decorative edge, flip it around, line it up, and die cut it again to die cut the other decorative edge. So one's going to have that slanted edge to it, and the other one's going to have more of the notched banner. So again, we're going to tape that down, die cut one side. We're going to take that out, flip it around, line it up, tape it in place. Flip it over to make sure it's exactly there, run it through the die cutting machine, and we have our second banner. I will be showing this again in my Glimmer of the Month video. Now our backgrounds are all dry, that paint is dry. We have our sentiments, we have our snowflakes. It is time to build our cards. These cards came together so stinking fast now. So I have, for the 2 snowflake card, we're going to layer the snowflakes from the small die of the month, the Kaleidoscope Snowflake Kit. We have our background layer, which is this, I know it's hard to tell on camera, but it's a silver foil, kind of a matte silver foil cardstock. We're going to adhere that first. On top of that will be a white die cut snowflake. That's our medium-sized snowflake. And on top of that, to finish it, will be a red die cut snowflake from the smallest snowflake shape. Each one is going to be exactly the same. I eyeballed it. I'm leaving just a thin strip in between because that's where our warm holiday greetings banner is going to go. That's going to leave plenty of that beautiful red and black buffalo check background with the white paint distressing. And you can see it did fade as the paint dried a little bit, but still adds that awesome distressing. We are going to adhere our banner with foam adhesive to pop it up just a little bit. This is that silver foil on the black licorice, I can't talk today, Fun Stamper's Journey cardstock. Popped up, great little decorative edges and ends, looks so amazing. Card could be popped onto, or this panel could be popped onto a card base and be done. I decided to just do one extra step, and we will get to that here in just a minute. We're going to add some gemstones. And so I'm adding little white gemstones to some of the areas on the snowflakes, just kind of following the design of the snowflake, adding a dab of liquid adhesive, and then taking a crystal katana, picking up those jewels and putting them in place. Adds extra sparkle, extra shine, and really just is a fantastic way to decorate the snowflakes. I think these would also be awesome decorating gift tags. So if you're like me and you love gift tags, consider using these on the gift tags as well, because I think that would be a really fun look. Let's go ahead and build our large snowflake. So on the other background, same background that we just used, we are using 2 of the large builders, and we're going to be adhering one on top of another. There's actually 3 different ones. You could use all 3 if you want to, but I opted to just use 2. Our background layer is white glitter cardstock. We're layering on that silver foil on top of that, and we're going to create 5 of these to build that 5-point snowflake. On top of that, we will be layering a white die-cut snowflake from just some smooth white cardstock. And then that little teeny tiny piece, you can kind of see it there on my work surface, that's going to be die-cut from white glitter cardstock, and it will go in between each of the prongs of the large snowflake piece. I'm going to use a little Post-it tape to hold down then my snowflake, just building it up here. And then we'll take liquid adhesive and glue our white die cut snowflake to the top of that. And then I have foam adhesive on the back of my Merry Christmas banner that we'll place through the center. And that's going to really hold it all together pretty nice. I can remove then the Post-it tape, add some liquid adhesive to the back of my snowflake, and we're going to glue this down in the bottom right corner of our card. and then take the smaller little pieces, the white glitter pieces, and glue all of those in between each of the larger points of our snowflake to round it out. And we will be adding jewels then to some of the points of that middle white cardstock snowflake, and then the glitter, the small little glitter snowflakes, or those little points. And same white gems as before, just two different ways to create a snowflake themed card on a buffalo check background. If red and black buffalo check isn't your thing, you can always do these in any color. That is one of the things I just love about die cutting, is you can take whatever kinds of cardstock, specialty cardstock, felt, whatever it might be, die cut that and create them in any colors you want. So maybe you love blues. I think blues and grays would be beautiful. Maybe you want a little bit more rustic and you want to do craft backgrounds, like a craft in black or craft in white. I think that would be stunning. Just anything you want to do there. Greens, maybe you want to do more of the greens and the whites and things. That would be gorgeous. So just any of your favorite color combination, this is a great way to create assembly line style backgrounds using this small die of the month, perfect for the upcoming holiday season. We're going to glue our panels then to white top fold card bases to finish off, and this is where it's going to tie in that white border that I was talking about earlier with our die cut snowflakes. And here is a look at both finished card designs. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for these Kaleidoscope Snowflake die cut holiday cards featuring the Spellbinders November 2019 Small Die of the Month Club Kit. The supplies I used to create my cards are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more cards featuring Spellbinders Club Kits that you might be interested in. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.